Welcome back, everybody, to my news time. IPOB said to protest on Monday, target politicians' assets. Okay, target politicians' assets. According to the news, we go take a look how they take yarn the matter, say they won't protest. But in the news here, they claim say IPOB the target politicians' assets. Oh, I know say this answers matter whether they do since protest day every corner. The news now they tell us say this time, not the time of the IPOB. But we go read this news jete by jete and explain the whole thing little by little for everybody to understand how and when they want to do their protest and the reason why then they do the protest. Make us not forget, see, not be only in Lagos, these SACS people, they intimidate Nigerian citizens. Now everywhere in Nigeria, all corner, all angle, now him then they disturb Nigerian people. So we will take a look, maybe we see how IPOB claim say they want to do their protest and the reason why they want to do the protest. Okay. The prescribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, said its members would begin peaceful protests across Biafraland on Monday. That is not Monday now they tell us say they won't start their protest, the IPOB people. But the things when they make me feel bad about the IPOB in general, now the labeling of this IPOB as a terrorist organization. Remember, saying a peaceful organization, but sometimes I they baffle when I see whether they write the prescribed indigenous people of Biafra. This one are write-offs whether they make any single sense. Where they say they prescribe for what? Why do you prescribe IPOB? And they ask people when they claim say them prescribe IPOB. Now IPOB supposed to prescribe those people when prescribe them. Honestly, because I know they understand the meaning of outlawed indigenous people of Biafra. I know they understand that word at all. I know they fit they digest them fully. Because it makes no sense. Because it is garbage. That is why I know they understand that. IPOB is known worldwide as a very, very peaceful organization. Anybody, when they claim, say, them prescribe or say them be outlaw people, that person they make a very, very big mistake of his or her life. Because if IPOB were prescribed, international leaders, they no go take them likely with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Now him be say the prescription when the zoo prescribe the IPOB no hold any single water anywhere in the world. If IPOB ably leader Mazen Nandekano see the London, see they execute his business, see they come out to the broadcast 247, see they expose Nigerian people, they expose the man in Asurok 247, even they expose the British people 247. I say the prescription no hold any water in anywhere. And make us not forget, see, Nigerian government don't come and come tell us, see, they don't write British so that they go fight Nnamdi Kanu. It they everywhere. Say because Nnamdi Kanu won't destroy the nation on top of their hand. Say they no go allow them because the broadcast when Nnamdi Kanu they come out when they broadcast every day. Don't make all of them confused. Don't set Aso Rock into confusion. Say no, we not allow this thing. No, this man no continue this. No, now we and the British. Now so Nigerian people talk. I mean the Nigerian APC people, because that one not be government. It's an organization of criminals. APC people is not a political party. PDP is not a political party. It's an organization of hoodlums and deadly criminals. When they cover themselves with agbada, they claim say na them be our leaders. We will not see anything whether they lead. We don't see nothing. Everything is about them is failure and disappointment. Everything about APC is just oppression and intimidation. So then they claim say they won't gag up together with the British government to stop Nnamdi Kanu in his broadcast. It's in the news everywhere. Say Nnamdi Kanu broadcast, they capable of destroying the zoo. Now I can't tell them say, but they don't tell us before now. I do not forget. Nnamdi Kanu don't tell us before. Even the British one, they go right, then they fight the FG because of this thing what happened recently, where they go Bola Tinubu and the Sanwo-Olu go send people, including Ona Man when they in Asoro, all of them hand join together to do this thing where they do to Lagosians in Lagos, Lekki to Gate. The British people say they won't punish even the person self when they inside Asoro. Say because Nigeria have a very, very failed government. You know, when somebody don't feel like this, that's so that they resort to another person, may they support them. Now so be it, you know, happen in Nigeria. Whereas that they try to cover their shames. Una don't fail everywhere. So we continue with the IPOB matter. Statement by the spokesman of the pro-Biafran group, Emapa, for has the protest scheduled to hold in Benin, Enugu, Aba, Abakaliki, Umuahia, Nnewi, Calabar, Onitsha, and among other states, is as a result of the killing, destruction, and the burning of private property across Biafraland. Powerful who disclosed the protesters who are also engaged in a clampdown exercise to tidy up and clean the numerous mountain of rubbish in these cities. Added measures were also being put in place to protect the lives and properties of innocent citizens from being attacked by the rented hoodlums and political thugs. I don't tell them before in data of my video say these thugs, these hoodlums, when then they call all the time, and the people when they call this name are APC people when they on top presidency. Now then they call this hoodlums name, and now them, exact them, they sponsor this same hoodlum people. Okay. The group in the statement, however, stated assets acquired with looted public funds by corrupt politicians will remain legitimate targets. Assets, that is everything when politicians then use illegal way to acquire, all of them remain target. Meaning the money when they loot, when they take build all those houses, when the culture then get in all these places where they get waiting and get in the southeast. See all those houses when they build with illicit money. That is looted money. See, then go bring all of them down. Now I'm the target of this. According to the news, ladies and gentlemen, the group, while warning against the waiting from the purpose and intention of the protest, said it is important to note that anybody found attacking or engaging in arson or wanton destruction of private properties will be dealt with on the spot. Meaning say na only the thing now when the politicians, when the Ipob or Biafraland, the name of the state, when they don't tell us say now they want to do the protest all over everywhere in the southeast. Now they want to do the whole protest. The only thing now, whether they tell them when they do, when one start this protest tomorrow, when be Monday, that they tell them say, if you see any building or any structure or any investment, when they know say this investment now money when belongs to people, when they take build down, then go target them. Money when belongs to the public, when they loot. Make I put them because that looting are the easiest way to understand the whole matter. The money when they loot, if they see house, according to them, if they see house, hotel, anything, investment, when we see the politicians steal the money, go build that, or loot money, go build that. Money when belongs to the public, see them go bring them down. See all now the target of their protest. Now the thing what they tell you with that. Peaceful protest will commence after the clean up, but it will only be confined to designated location. There will be no possession of street march. Marching on the street will not be tolerated as not to give room to mischief makers to breach public peace. We are hereby issuing a warning that any hoodlum or rented talk found in the avenue of any protest will be mercilessly dealt with by the people. We urge them to stay clear or better join us in the clean up and peaceful gathering afterward. Anybody found wandering near a bank will be moved on. People will not be allowed to congregate near a bank or a financial institution. No acts capable of breaching the peace will be tolerated from Monday, the 21st of October 2020. Protests and gatherings will be held, but it must be peaceful and orderly. No criminality or any form will be condoned, either from hoodlums, higher thugs, the police, or the army. Everybody must be well behaved. It is our hope that protests across Biafraland and Nigeria must continue until the demand made by the leader of NSAS movement in quick time. The statement concluded. Meanwhile, amidst growing tension across the country, the head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis, Saturday called for prayer for the country. The Pope, in a tweet in his verified Twitter handle, called on everyone, particularly Catholics, to pray against every form of violence brewing in the country in the aftermath of the NSAS protest. This aftermath, now be say that they try to tell us say this protest don't finish. I don't understand Nigerian youth too. So I want to know if the protest don't finish, make gonna let me know on my comment section, because I never still understand the whole thing as I am speaking right now. Never still understand whether the protesters don't go hide or whether they still they do the protest. I want to really know, because what that they tell us here now, aftermath of the protest, now the thing what they hear, meaning say the protest don't end. The Pope in a statement said, "Let us pray to the Lord for Nigeria so that every form of violence might always be avoided in the contest, search of social harmony through the promotion of justice and the common goods. So the issue when concern the Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB protest and everything, now here we will stop them. They tell us the IPOB, the way now when they want do their protest, now one place they go to gather each area where they say they must to gather one place so that it no go give rooms to the hoodlums and the bad boys and the government rented Boko Haram and the police to come attack them or give them bad name where they do their own peaceful protests. We know see AK must come there. We know see army must come there. We know see vigilante must come there to disrupt the venues when they want to do this their peaceful protests. As army and the police and even the man when they are so rock and all this Jagaban, criminal Jagaban, the leaders of the, Mayati Allah people, once they hear this thing, all their ears don't stand saying an IPOB. We go kill them. And the terrorist people, we go kill them. So that is why they choose to do this protest without marching in the streets. They don't tell us they don't want to see any of them, anybody among them, when the IPOB, when they close to the bank or close to any places, when we give them access to go rob. They say no, they don't want that. That is why they want to stay, on their own. Without marching in the streets. Come be like saying at one place where they won't gather, do their this thing, but now state by states they won't do one.